Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Hey, hello, Natalie. How's it going?
Hi, good, thank you. How are you?
Good. During the movie, Thor says, "Oh, he hasn't seen you in 8 years," and then it dawned on me that it's been a minute since you've been in a Marvel film. But you get to come back. You get to work with Chris again. You get to work with Christian again, who you worked with before, and Tessa. So it's a reunion of sorts. What was that feeling like coming back and working with people you've worked with, but this time again in the Marvel world?
It was really incredible to get to work with Chris and Christian and Tessa all for a second time, Chris for a third time. Um, and it was especially comforting because, of course, it was completely new to becoming as a superhero and also to be working with Taika for the first time, who works really differently from any other director I've worked with in a really exciting and wonderful way. But it was nice to be surrounded by familiarity and friends as well.
Years later, Jane is different. She's much more stronger. Did you have to get back into shape for this character? Or was it like, oh, that's just be who you are. We'll let the CGI do the rest.
No, I trained a lot for it because it is so physical that I wanted to be able to do, as much as possible physically. And also my character, it's rare that anyone casts a 5'3" actress in a 6-foot role, but they did it, and I'm so grateful for it because um, it's such an incredible challenge to be asked to get as kind of big as you possibly can for something. As a woman, I think it's quite unusual.
Now, you've been working throughout this whole time in between these films, but have you been able to catch up, throughout, at the same time the Marvel's film was released, or did you have to play catch up?
I had been watching, obviously I'd watched Thor Ragnarok when it came out and loved it so much. And I'd seen the Avengers movies. So I was pretty caught up. But I hadn't seen you know, all the series that came out and, all I hadn't seen like every episode. So I watched as much as I could. And I also relied on my son a lot for, you know, to help me understand some of the details I may have missed.
When they told you that Jane was going to be Mighty Thor, did you use your son to go to the comics to get an idea as to like what is this character about? This wasn't explained to me when I signed on.
Yeah, it was really helpful to read the comics to kind of understand where where she had come from, where she was going. And of course, Taika also was a great guide through, where he imagined Jane to be coming from in this film.
Obviously, it doesn't say it takes you a lot to say no to a Marvel film, but what does it take to say yes to any film that you do?
I always just want to have like a new experience. And so it's really exciting to be given these kinds of experiences too. Um um yeah, it's just an opportunity to explore something I haven't done before.
Hey, you know what? You keep knocking out of the park in different genres. Keep doing your thing. It's good to see you back. Take
Thank you
care.
so much. You too. Be well.